Former Obama officials reportedly working behind the scenes with Iran. The Daily Beast reporting that one of these officials advised the Iranians to, quote, don't escalate, don't take Trump's bait. As tensions escalate, as they don't take Trump's bait, though. Here with growing outrage is House Armed Services Committee member, former Green Beret, Congressman Michael Waltz of Florida. Also, as you know, worked with Dick Cheney, so he knows what's inside Washington, knows what it's like on the ground in battle. This outraged you. Why?
Well, because it's essentially working directly with a foreign hostile power to undermine a U.S. negotiating position. That both the president and Secretary Pompeo have been clear that they are open to talks, but they want a better deal than what we had in the Iran deal. And the means to drive the Iranians back to the table is economic and diplomatic isolation. Well, when you provide a back door to that isolation, you are directly undermining the foreign policy of the United States. And that is absolutely unacceptable.
Kerry admitted that he met with Zarif, their foreign minister, three or four times since leaving office. What could they possibly have in common? Do they miss each other? Evidently, it got so heated, he used to scream at John Kerry throughout the entire negotiation, which, by the way, was such a bad deal, they couldn't get the majority of Democrats to vote for it.
Right. So let's just take a step back, Brian, and understand the current policy. The sanctions are working. And I remind people the reason the Iranians came to the deal almost 10 years ago for what became the Iran deal was that the sanctions had finally completely cracked down on the Iranian economy, which we're doing now that we've lifted the oil waivers. So the sanctions are working, but how does Iran lash out? They lash out asymmetrically by attacking U.S. interests in the region. That's what the lesson they learned from Beirut in the 1980s. They killed 200 Marines.
Yep.
We withdrew. They kill over 500 Americans during the Iraq War. We respond very weakly by attacking their proxies, not Iran. In this case, we had credible intelligence that they were about to do the same thing again, and to President Trump's credit, as requested by the field commander, rather than waiting till there were American body bags, he responded with force, and Iran has backed down. So the response was absolutely credible. There is no one warmongering, which is what people are accusing the president of doing. It was requested by the general in the field, and it's worked.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Jimmy Carter tried to undermine Ronald Reagan with the Iranian hostage situation? Can you imagine if Dick Cheney and George Bush tried to undermine Barack Obama and this deal with Iraq? It would be, I'll be just as horrified as I am today. They've named 3 other officials. The Daily Beast thinks one of them is Ben Rhodes. Thanks so much, Michael. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for calling this out, Brian. And this is just, it's completely unacceptable.
You got it. I hear you.